Exactly does your product use to challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues?
Honestly, Anthony, that is an amazing question. And when we were first developing Beneath the Dust, we looked deeply into classical horror and thriller films. They were really our inspiration in this film. And think of the Blair Witch project, or it. That movie really was a big inspiration for us because at the end of the day, it's really that do it versus let's explore moment that really catches the audience eye and lets you know the kind of character that we have. And in our film, we actually did incorporate that don't do it versus let's explore moment where Lena and Maya were the ones who were very hesitant to
Okay.
go and up to the girls, and the one who ends up getting taken, which is Zaya, she is the one who says let's explore. And the other thing that we took was the eerie out of place figures. So all girls, three girls, all in white, playing Ring Around the Rosie. Very weird, very out of place. And of course, the vanishing friend always kicks the film into overdrive, which we also, we saw a lot of that in our inspirations for the film. But in talks of challenging, we did actually challenge a few things. First of all, in most horror films, it's always the center male characters that shove women aside. Not in this film. In this film, our main characters and even our antagonists are females. So we're not really falling into that final girl trope. We flipped it. Our main trio is three women of color who bring different energies. Lena is the grounding one, Zaya is the fearless extrovert, and Maya brings the to spontaneous, spontaneous, whatever. But don't quote me on that, Anthony. But they're not really defined by romance or trauma. Their bond is built on trust, loyalty, and friendship. And although it's a small clip, you still get to see that between them. And we pushed it against usual horror places. We were in a really bright setting. It was not really your typical dark, gloomy, and brooding place. It was open. It was gossiping, laughter, and it gradually becomes darker because at the end of the day we're at a park and the girls, they're gonna be conversing, casually. And yeah, that was a very good question on your part though, Anthony. Next one.